the last hearing, you need to read the bill.
Role in stablecoin regulation, $217,000 in crypto donations. You tweeted that.
Yes, I do.
And then you said the crypto industry is buying Congress and the White House. This won't end well. Why do you think the crypto industry is buying Senator Gillibrand?
I said, look at the campaign contributions from this industry.
You think they've bought her?
No, I said, look at the campaign contributions.
You said they bought her. Do you think they bought her?
Senator, you need to focus on this bill instead of trying to distort my Twitter.
Last time, one of my
you were quoting what a Marxist in Chicago said about
And what evidence do you have that she's a crook?
I said
Senator John Kennedy wasn't about to let this hearing turn into a smear circus. When Richard Painter started implying lawmakers were being bought off by the crypto industry, Kennedy snapped back hard. Buckle up, grab a seat, get comfortable, and don't forget to like and subscribe to 50 Patriots. Let's dive right back into it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, ma'am. Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I've listened with great interest today, and here's what I hear you saying. The four folks to my left, I hear you saying that digital assets are different. Digital assets hold great promise. Digital assets need special rules. I agree with that. The obvious question is, what should those rules be, and to what extent should we allow you to draft them? I've also heard some of you say that digital assets represent the next generation of the internet. Well, we let the current generation of the internet draft their own rules, and frankly, it looks like what we got as a result looks like somebody knocked over a urine sample. Congress can't even agree on basic legislation dealing with privacy on the internet. How the hell are we going to tackle this? But I hear what you're saying. I hear Mr. Painter, as usual, if you follow him on social media, you know, all politicians are crooks. Very helpful. I want to direct most of my questions to Professor Massad. Is that how you say your name?
Massad.
Mr. Massad. I'm really worried we're going to get this wrong. We don't know, we in Congress and our staffs don't know as much as the professionals in digital assets know. And I don't see how we can possibly catch up. Tell me more about your idea of having the SEC. Well, first, I don't want to run out of time here, but why is the digital assets industry so scared of being regulated by the SEC?
Well, I think we need to step back, Senator.
Briefly, please.
They don't want everything treated as a security because they don't want that entire framework to apply. But that's also because the SEC did fail to try to customize its rules to adapt for this technology, and it should do that. And you've got leadership at the agencies now who are working on those things.
You're suggesting that we turn to two of our agencies, one of which is the SEC, and say, you have expertise. Before we take a crack at a bill, you come up with a bill with rules, with regulations. Tell us how to do this. Because I hear you saying in some cases digital assets are commodities. In some cases, they're securities.
Congress needs to fill the gap, which is if it's not a security, who's going to create a regulatory framework for it. So you do need to fill that. But these questions about exactly which is when is it a security, when is it not a security, how do we customize the rules, what should we do about DeFi, a lot of that should really be left to the agencies. You could establish some principles, but I wouldn't write detailed rules.
Have you looked, Professor, at Congressman Hill's legislation?
I have in detail.
What do you think?
I think it's got a lot of problems. I think it's 236 pages of regulatory arbitrage opportunities for creative lawyers, and I used to be one that did that kind of stuff.
Made a lot of money, did you?
I did, but
Mr. Painter, do you think Senator Gillibrand is a crook?
No, and I do not think all politicians are crooks.
And why did you call her a crook?
I did not call her a crook. Now, Ms. Senator, you need to
here's
focus
what
on
I'm
this
looking
bill.
right now.
You're doing this again. You did it the last
published a
hearing.
tweet that
You
said
need to
Senator
read the
Gillibrand's
bill.
role in stablecoin regulation, $217,000 in crypto donations. You tweeted that.
Yes, I do.
And then you said, the crypto industry is buying Congress and the White House. This won't end well. Why do you think the crypto industry is buying Senator Gillibrand?
I said, look at the campaign contributions from this industry.
You think they've bought her?
No, I said, look at the campaign
You said
contributions.
they bought her. Do you think they bought her?
Senator, you need to focus on this bill instead of trying to distort my Twitter.
You
Last
called
time,
one of my
you
colleagues
were quoting
a crook,
what a Marxist in
and-
Chicago said
And
about
what
me.
evidence do you
make
have
no
that she's
sense.
a crook?
I said there is massive amount of campaign contributions coming into this Congress from the crypto
Do
industry.
you want to
You
apologize
need-
to Senator Gillibrand?
I do not want you to have to apologize for passing legislation
want to
that
apologize
destroys
to
our
Senator
economy.
Gillibrand for calling her
You
a
are
crook?
distorting what I said, just like you did in the last hearing. You're wasting everybody's time, Senator.
You're a whack job.
Senator,
You are a
wasting.
majorly
Well, I think we are.
next
I
level
think we.
whack job.
I think we
Is
are.
this
out of
middle
time.
school, Senator?
Senators and witness. Thank you both.
I
for
think
your
you should
part-
apologize, Senator.
I think,
Gillibrand.
Senator, you're wasting our time. This is not middle school.
Thank you for your participation. I will say that Senator Smith is next. The floor is yours.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. So, not so long ago, I
This Senate hearing was supposed to be about digital assets, crypto regulation, and how Congress should handle a rapidly evolving industry. But it didn't take long before things went completely off the rails. Senator John Kennedy opened by acknowledging something rare in Washington: honesty. Digital assets are different. They're complicated. They hold promise. And Congress doesn't fully understand them. Kennedy openly admitted lawmakers and staffers don't have the same expertise as people working in the industry, which raises a serious question. How does Congress regulate something it barely understands? Kennedy warned about repeating past mistakes. He pointed to how the internet was allowed to regulate itself, saying the result was a total mess. His concern was simple. If Congress already can't agree on basic privacy rules, how are they supposed to regulate crypto without screwing it up? That's when the tension started building. Kennedy turned his attention to Richard Painter, a frequent critic of politicians and the crypto industry. Kennedy called out Painter's social media behavior, noting how he regularly suggests politicians are corrupt and bought off. According to Kennedy, that kind of blanket accusation isn't helpful, and it set the stage for what came next. Painter had previously tweeted about campaign contributions from the crypto industry, implying lawmakers like Senator Kirsten Gillibrand were being influenced or bought. Kennedy wasn't having it. He pressed Painter directly. Do you think Senator Gillibrand is a crook? Painter tried to dodge, insisting he never use that word and claiming he was simply pointing out campaign donations. Kennedy wasn't satisfied. He pushed again, accusing Painter of smearing senators while hiding behind vague language. As the exchange escalated, Painter accused Kennedy of distorting his words and wasting time. Kennedy fired right back, calling Painter a whack job and accusing him of turning a serious policy discussion into political theater. At that point, the hearing completely unraveled. The chair stepped in, reminding everyone this was a middle school and ordering both men to move on. The moment perfectly captured what's wrong with Washington. Serious issues drowned out by ego, insults, and grandstanding. Still, one thing was clear. John Kennedy wasn't going to sit quietly while witnesses accused lawmakers of corruption without evidence. Whether you agree with him or not, he drew a hard line, and the room felt it. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Like the video. Subscribe to 50 Patriots. Share this with friends who follow political hearings. And see you in the next one.